Uh, Good evening, guys, and welcome to the season finale of SVOR. We're at Abu Dhabi. Tonight in the comments box, you have myself, SB One Shot, and we have Lightshock for his final night as commentator for SVOR. Good evening. Uh, uh, we should see a constructors fight tonight. But between Williams, Red Bull, and Mercedes. Pretty much Williams need a 1-2 to secure. Yep. Oh, and our championship winner is first out on track, I think. Yeah, Freddie is out. I don't know whether it's hard to say really. We'd have to wait until the race where everyone else qualifies. No, reserve points still go towards constructors. I think. Don't know where they're gonna do donuts though. Probably here. Probably here is probably the best point. Oh, there's Apollo doing them already at the end of the. And he's using medium tires. Right? Why? You're gonna need them for Q2. I'm surprised Killian ain't doing donuts. (16.8) for Killian. Yeah. He's not had a podium yet though. I'll double check, but Freddie, he's come close, and the only at USA, yeah. And Hunt's left the session. There goes, he's in and out already. I point out though, Killian's won the championship with only one race missed. And that was at Italy. We did not start. Seven. Matty's invalidated. Southern ping. P3. There's Richard. Fastest sector 1 though. Oh yeah. Just noticed Joe's got a new helmet for tonight.
As well, I didn't have my audio included, so sorry guys, I've been speaking this whole time, you haven't heard a word I'm saying, but now you can hear me. Sorry!
All I gotta say is that fucking idiot!
Oops. I am professional, I will have you know. As Richard coming down.
That uphill.
Yeah, so he did 2 laps, burned all the fuel, and now just cruising back to the pits. He's probably done enough to get through Q1, so I don't think he can do.
Now he goes P3.
Yeah, on the 35 0. Unfortunately for Killian, I don't think he has enough fuel to do any donuts, sadly. The other problem obviously doing in qualifying is you don't want to get in anyone's way whilst doing them. Otherwise it could be a 5-place penalty coming your way. So Richard in the Ferrari, coming around the final couple of corners now. He's definitely not going to be on the pace of Killian. Where's he coming across the line? 7th, 37.8. As
Kyle goes even quicker than Killian.
33.3 on his second lap as well. So same tyre wear done. Despair. Oh, Despair!
Matty's doing donuts on the grass.
So Matty's doing grass donuts. Despair's just done a big drift around one of the corners after the second DRS straight. Who is on a lap? I think
Luke was invalidated, but he's back.
Darren has as well. Joe's just begun a lap. Darren beginning one as well. Despair won't be on a lap. I think Pollard's on an out lap. So Nick State's on a 37.2 in the meanwhile. I'm going to go on board with Joe, winner of last week's Brazilian Grand Prix, which I sadly missed, I believe. I think he won anyway. Yes, he did. His good results recently. Obviously, the 2 back-to-back wins in Belgium and Italy, and then second, and first for Joe. So it's consistent point scoring. Yeah, consistent point scoring by Joe is what's helped Red Bull get their strong constructive position. As Randy, wow, 55.2. I presume he must have backed up on that lap because that is very slow. Joe though, 16.8 in sector 1.
Here comes Andrew.
56.
I like his helmet.
Oh, mate.
Oh, he's got the cheetah helmet.
Let's have a look. Oh yeah, he does.
Andrew,
He's
he's got the cheetah helmet.
That is very eye-catching. Quite good there. Joe's got the pop-art helmet, I'm noticing.
Yeah.
Sure.
And Hunt's lagging as well.
Oh dear, doesn't seem to be getting any better for him, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's cold retired, so yeah, probably going to be fine.
He feels he's done enough.
Yeah, probably has. Here comes Joe then, crossing the line now, 33.5. Not quite able to be killing and Cole, but he's in the same ballpark at least, and that's what he needs for Q1. I would say anyone in the 33s, maybe even 34s, would probably safe. So Freddie's probably safe, although he is out there on another lap anyway. We've got Bradford has just begun a lap. Hunt has invalidated and left again. So his internet's cleared and fixed. Here comes Apollo. 35.8. Goes on to P6. Not a bad lap time by the Alpha Tauri. Got Matty still out on track, but not really doing any kind of laps. Here comes Ramsey. I think it should be a bit quicker. And it's 55.2 lap. Across the line, and it is 35.8 into the 35s and then into P7. So it's only 8 tenths off of Matty. I think he'd be happy with that one. Who's next? Andrew, just beginning.
He's about to start lap.
Yeah, Freddie just about to begin as well. So I think it might be Spares on an out lap, so it might be Darren then. No. He validated again on his third run, so he's having to push again. I don't know if Joe's going to go for another lap or not. We'll stay on board with his team. Actually, Bradford's invalidated, so he will stay on board with Darren, I think. Coming towards the hotel. I will admit, this is very, very nice visuals here, going through this massive light-up hotel. Joe retires, 33.5, I think that's fairly safe.
Ain't Abu Dhabi in real life though meant to be a night race?
It starts sort of in like dusk, and then sort of goes into the night. As Darren goes into the fourth place, only 4 tenths off of his teammates, so Red Bull showing their hand early here. Good. Next up, I think might be Pete, who is, nope, he's into the pits, he's invalidated, so no lap for him. I think the next one to watch is Andrew. Has usually been on decent pace. Oh, he's got that corner all wrong though. That's going to cost him at least a couple of attempts, maybe more. But yeah, it sort of starts in like the twilight, and then sort of just, it goes darker and darker. By the end of it, it's full on night race. It's the same with qualifying.
35.1.
35.1. I think that corner cost him a lot of time. Didn't get that right at all. But yeah, I think it's the same with qualifying. Q1 starts in the light, but then it will get darker as these sessions progress. Matthew tires 35.0 might be safe. It honestly depends on what kind of improvements we see.
Don't know what the fuck was the spares were doing.
Oh, who knows? With the spare, I just learned, just go with whatever he's doing. Bradford though, looking fairly pacey. Round the final couple of corners he comes. Lurid pink and black and white helmet on.
It's the same helmet I run.
Goes P8, 35.4. Again, I think that's touch and go whether that's safe. What about the Panda? Oh, a bit of a wobble. Looks okay. Now coming around the final corner, where the Panda slopes was a P6, 34.8. I think that will be safe. 34.8 should be fine. I think Matty might be on literally just under the cut-off point, I reckon.
And Brad's doing donuts.
Brad's doing some donuts, is he? Hey, good to see. And he's doing it on a part of the track where he's not going to get in the way, which is good. So he knows the score, which is good to see. Oh, and he's got Luke there ahead of him. Paper Stream is up on his start by 7 tenths, so he's going to go faster here. Is in danger at the moment of being knocked down in Q1. Only goes P12, 36.7. That's still not really safe, I would say. Down the tyres, killing the tyres. So the top 4, yeah, that definitely got to be through, I would say. I would
So
say,
Freddie and Panda, I would say as well.
yeah, I would say those three are, yeah, Freddie. If you're a Matty downwards, you're probably okay. Freddie retires as well. Yeah.
Luke's backs out of his lap and he's going into the pit wall. Fucking idiot.
We got Matty in the chat saying he spun again last week. Well, we weren't here to see it, so nothing seen, nothing, nothing acknowledged. So I wouldn't worry about that as Hunt rejoins again. He's only got 3.5 minutes, so if he is going to get a lap in, he's got to be quick about it. So who's in danger here? Gangster Al definitely needs to find some improvement. He is out there on a lap. He does have the AlphaTauri of Apollo ahead of him, so I wonder if he might give him a tow here. Nope, gets out of the way.
He's moved out of the way.
Well, at least he...
Apollo's on a out lap.
Yeah. So, Despair needs to get a lap in, Pete will need to get in, so Alfa Romeo definitely under pressure here. The Ferrari's not looking quick, so they need to really put the finger out a bit as well. Yeah. I would say Bradford might be safe, but we'll have to wait and see.
Which is out on a lap anyway.
Yeah, who's just crossed the line? I think that was Southern Ping. It's gone a bit fast on a 36.7.
Oh, just to let you know as well, Richard's going in no ABS.
Richard.
Yep. So if you see him lock up,
that'd be why.
That's why.
Fair play to Richard.
Yep.
It's still something I haven't done yet. No ABS is what I'm going to be doing that next game. I sort of do it. It's like, obviously last game I took no traction off, didn't quite master it, so I kept the same for this game. I feel like I've got that almost down now. So next game the ABS is coming off. So, but fair play to Richard for taking the plunge.
I've learned ABS. I started learning ABS last game and then just gotten better as I've gone on.
Yeah, well.
I've had some tips from people that actually use no ABS, like Hunt, Bonge, Brad, and they've given me some tips on how to use it.
I don't think it'll be too bad, but it's just a case of I don't want to
All you really do is just when you're doing your setups, just don't have your brake pressure high, and then put your front brake bias to like 50%, so you don't lock up.
I usually have it at 50% anyway.
Be careful when you.
So, yeah.
Just be careful how you brake.
That's fair. Richard goes 14th, so looking close. Gangster out in the drop zone, and I don't think he's going to have enough time for another lap. So I think Al might be out. Pete's gone up to P9.
Pete's just gone P9.
I think they'll see him safely through to Q2. Here comes Despair, his teammate, coming around the final corner. Alfa Romeo finally getting them back together, and he goes P5. Good lap. Hunt's out there, but lagging, as you say. Bradford retires. I think Bradford will be fine. Paperstream's in the pit. He's on the bubble here. Lucas A's out there again. So Ping and Paperstream are on the cusp. And we've got Lucas A on the lap. I don't know if Richard is on another one. I think he is trying. Gangster out definitely is not, but it's going to be close as to whether he has enough, gets there with enough time. Another run.
He's on an out lap. He's on his flying lap anyway. People on their flying laps get to finish it, so.
Yeah. So it's down to these three then. Richard, Luke, Gangster out. Look, Hunt is out there, even if he is still very much all over the place with his lag. But he is out there trying to improve. Says he's on that lap. I'm not quite sure that's right though. So Gangster has made the checkered flag in time for another run. Does he have enough fuel is the question. Oh, he's already validated though, so all that effort for naught. So Gangster is definitely out of qualifying. Richard's in the pits as well, so he sadly is out as well. So it's down to Lucas Day then.
He's like 3 tenths up as well.
3 tenths, that wouldn't be enough. He needs a little bit more in this final sector. It's going to be close though. Paperstream and Richard very closely, and Ping as well. Across the line, goes P12. Good.
Goes P12.
Good final lap by Lucas to get that Ferrari out of the bottom.
And Adams invalidated.
Yep. So that is all she wrote then, because Paperstream, SV Richard, Gangster Al has invalidated, and Hunt has had his issues as well. That means they are the forward riders.
Oh, Apollo's out on track as well.
Oh, he is improving. Doesn't need to, he's safely through, but he's going to go for it anyway, it seems. Step on board with the AlphaTauri then. As the Alpha Tauri comes through the final corners then, doesn't need to improve, but clearly wants to anyway. Bit of a wobble through the final corner, and he does go fractionally faster, 35.7, but stays in 13th place. So Southern Pink just edges through, but will definitely be under pressure to do better in Q2. Looking close ahead of him though, Randy, Apollo, Lucas Aid, Bradford, Pete, Andrew and Matty. And I suppose even Restore Panda all separated by a second, from 7th down to 14th. So that fight for Q3 appearance could be interesting, but it could also depend on what tyres they choose to start the race on and what they try to qualify in Q2 on. Do you think anyone will try the mediums?
Adam's on the lap still, by the way.
Is he? No, he's not. No, he's not.
Oh,
He's just left the session.
Left it.
No, he's not. No, he is not. 19 minutes for Adam. Sorry, Hunt, but I'm afraid your internet had other ideas. So it is Sinkhole leading the way then on 33.3 with Killian and Joe just behind. Darren not far off either. Despair getting the lap in at the end as well. He's within a second. Then we've got Freddie in 6th, Restored Panda 7th, Matty 8th, Andrew 9th, and Pete running out that top 10. The drivers eliminated in Q1 are Paperstream, SV Richard, Gangster Al, and the very laggy RSF1 Hunt. We in the end did not even set a time. Any shocks there, or was that probably what we expected?
Probably Adam's a bit of a shock, but...
Well, doesn't matter how quick you are, if your internet's not playing ball, you're not getting anywhere with in this game. Unfortunately, believe me, I've learned that the hard way myself, so... On to Q2 then. 15 drivers remain. Like I said, I think Southern Pink will be under pressure to do a bit better than he did in Q1. But you never know, he might find a bit of pace from somewhere. And we'll have to wait and see what tyres they try qualifying on. I expect to see some dry mediums. Yes, I can already see Apollo, Freddie, Lucasade, Darren, Ramsey and Andrew prepping medium tyres. So we are going to see some medium ones here.
I think Apollo's the only one not going to be on mediums.
Yeah, well, no, he's prepping the mediums. And he is coming
Okay.
He is coming out on the mediums that maybe he's doing more donuts, I don't know. Panda and Despair going out on mediums as well, looks like. Yep, Despair's on the medium tyres, and we've got Andrew behind him on mediums too. Interestingly, Killian's out there on the soft compound tyres. That I didn't expect. Joe's out there on mediums as well. I think Lucas is coming out on the mediums too, so most on the mediums. Killian the only one out there currently on the soft compound of tyre.
Probably set a banker lap, what he normally does.
Yeah, potentially. Maybe just get his eye in. You see a lot of gamesmanship in Q2 often, from what I've seen when you do a full qualifying session. Some drivers maybe go out there on the soft, maybe to throw people off, make them think they're doing a soft lap, or maybe just to get their eye in, as I said. You see a little bit of that now and again in Q2. We'll have to wait and see exactly what they do. We've got Ramsey. Was that Ramsey or Matty out there? It's Matty actually going out on the mediums.
Apollo's the first one to set a lap. Going to be the first one to set a lap.
On mediums that we already know are probably well past their best. So this will be interesting. So then, Apollo coming to the final corner. He's followed closely by Despair. Who would want to be followed by Despair? Grief and despair at your door. I certainly wouldn't, but anyway, he is starting a lap. Apollo, ooh, a bit of a wobble. Ooh, did not look quick through that right-hander. Indeed, 17.6, that's well off what you've seen.
Yeah.
We got, what did Andrew do in comparison? 16.9 on medium, that's not bad. But Andrew, what about 16.8, so he's going even faster than Andrew in the first sector. Joe's always been a one to watch. He's usually a very strong qualifier. Races don't always go as he plans, but he usually puts himself in the best position nevertheless. With that pop art helmet of his, which I do very much like. I need to buy that.
You got to buy it with real money though, that's the only problem.
Yeah, with the Bitcoin shit. Yeah. What I have noticed...
I think the only thing I've actually bought on there is a livery, that's it.
I usually focus on the helmets, because obviously I do some league races myself and...
Oh, I bought a helmet and a...
So
I can use it in my team.
Yeah, the helmet's what I tend to focus on, because obviously I usually run with the real cars anyway, so the helmet's kind of the best thing that you can get customized wise anyway. So here comes Apollo then, coming to the line. 37.0. Not bad on the mediums considering what we've seen, but here comes Andrew, he's going to be fast to spare though, 34.3. That's on the mediums, he was only fractionally faster than that on the softs. That's a very good lap time by Despair. Very good lap indeed. Lucas,
I think Gilly's about to blow it out of the water.
Probably. Lucas 36.8 on the mediums.
Actually no, he's running no ERS. Yeah, 141.
As I said, perhaps some gamesmanship, not actually setting a lap on the softs, just getting his eye in, maybe make people think he was going to do a lap on the softs. As I believe Darren is next.
Yeah.
And he goes fastest, 34.2 on the medium tyres. Good lap by Darren.
Matty's invalidated.
While he has looked second to Joe, he is still often pushed Joe close, especially in qualifying, so...
That would have put him P3 as well, mate.
That's unfortunate for Matty, yeah, it would have been a good lap. Brandy's next though. Actually, no, it's not, it's Bradford.
Brad.
It's Brad, my bad. Apologies, Brad. What's he going to do on the mediums then? 35.5.
35.5.
Only just off Andrew, not bad lap, all things considered. So next is Ramsey. My apologies, viewers. As Ramsey crosses the line, 36.4. Goes ahead of Lucas, but nowhere near Brad's 35.5 as he slots into P5. We've got Pete and Joe out there on the softs, interestingly. So Joe maybe going to commit to the soft tyres then. He didn't invalidate his medium one, of course, so...
Oh, Panda's just spun it.
Oh, that is a big one as well. It's that's the famous turn 3. Yes, a lot of people lose it there. I have done it myself as well. If you end up hitting that curve, there's a very good chance you're going to be spinning off. At least he's still going and hasn't hit the wall badly. So he can try again. So Freddie has gone P3 on the mediums, only 4 tenths off Darren's time. Matty hasn't set out that time. Ramsey 6th. I think everyone else is coming to the pits, so...
Matty's coming round now.
Yeah, he's invalidated though.
Oh,
and he's missed the pits as well. Completely got the line wrong, and that time's going to be aborted as well. So, well, that's Matty's mediums runs really.
I think he invalidated ads on that corner anyway.
Yeah,
straight.
Potentially.
For the line.
Either way, very unlucky. 7 ping, just starting a lap on the mediums. Like I said, probably the man most under pressure here. He only just scripts through Q1, so he needs a real shot.
I think Matty's going to run out of fuel before he even gets a chance to finish his lap.
Yeah, he's not even in the DRS mode either, because of the way he took that final corner, he wasn't going to be getting a good lap out of that, so I think he's probably going to be coming into the pits, I reckon. I think still Panda's going for another run though. He's just started, he set 54.4, but that was obviously after the spin. So, no need to worry about that one. Joe and Pete, both on softs. Andrew retired, interestingly. 35.4, I don't think that's safe to get through Q2. Maybe...
Panda just spun it again.
Did he? Is it the same place?
Yep.
Oh god. Oh, he's not looking comfortable on his medium tyres at all then, is he? Something, meanwhile, is just coming through the hotel. Looking steady, if not electric. Around the final corner for the racing point. What can he do then? 37.0. So quicker than Apollo, but then Apollo's tyres were pretty dead. So only just off loop 8, so that is a decent improvement, I suppose.
You see what Panda's doing?
What's he doing? Oh, Jodo! Into the 32s. Very good lap. Oh my god, he's so I'm guessing he's got the brakes on and is accelerating.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Killing these tyres, obviously.
Well, yeah, I guess he has no further use for those medium tyres. Yes, so in that, while I was doing that though, Joe has gone faster. The first man into the 32s on the soft tyre. That is very, very quick by at least Joe. I'm not even sure I could do a 32 in all honesty. I'd have to really push. I can't remember what I did in qualifying. No, I did. I can't remember. Last time I did it. Pete, meanwhile...
Killian's out on mediums.
Yeah. Pete, meanwhile, did the 35.7, which is not particularly electric on those soft tyres, so you might have to hope for a bit more than that. Cole's out on the mediums as well. You know Panda was only doing that just to get views, just to get eyes on it.
Nah, I think he was doing it out of frustration.
Well, doesn't matter. The mediums, those mediums are now officially short. Oh my god! He very did. He just crashed into it.
Took out the brake board. He took the brake board out.
Well, I think a lot of people like doing that. I know some certain people who like taking out brake boards. But, well, he could have done it a bit more elegantly than that, we'll say. So, Killian begins his flying lap on the medium tyres. I think Cole is not far off him either. We've got Matty, I believe, driving out on the softs in the Renault.
Yeah.
You've got Apollo out there on the set of softs as well. I think we knew those means were not going to yield a quick time because of the way he dragged them in Q1.
Doing donuts.
Correct. So Killian down to the first chicane after the DRS strike. Takes that very nicely.
Yep, Panda's gone on the softs.
Yes, he has. What we need to. Killian 4.7 seconds up. So looking quick already. Probably going to find more improvement in sector 3. So I expect this to be somewhere up around where Darren and the spare are. Maybe slightly quicker. What did he do on the softs? I think he did a 33.4 if I recall. Round the final couple of corners then. Two sharp right-handers.
Oh, Cole's just had a bit of a hairy moment.
Oh dear. Here comes Killian across the line, 24.0. I did say me around that, and he is 2 tenths clear of Darren on the same tyre. I don't think Darren actually be too displeased with that, in all honesty. Only 2 tenths off of the Super Crown champion. Well, already crown, I suppose, but... Here comes Cole then. So we see the 34.0 from Killian. What does Cole do in response? 33.5! Wow!
And he had a hairy moment as well.
So it could have been even more than that, but that is a statement made on the medium tyres there. So Joe is committing to the soft tyres then, on the 32.9. That's interesting. Not necessarily the wrong thing in all honesty, in my opinion.
They could have burnt out quick though.
They could burn out quick, but the thing is that one stop is not... But what, from the experience I've seen, one stop is not an easy thing to pull off in it. At least not comfortably anyway, and the hards are generally a tyre to avoid, so... I think it will still be a 2-stop no matter what tyre you start on. It just might be a different way of doing the 2-stop. We'll have to wait and see, of course, but yeah, if Joe can nab pole position, you know, it will still be a good gamble. But I tell you what, Cole and Killian not going to make that very easily for him at all. So Matty then coming through sector 3 now. as it looks quicker and has kept it clean, no invalidations. Heavy braking. Oh, it's gone a bit wide there. I think that's going to
Got away with it.
He's got away with it, but that might still shed a couple of temps off of his time. Ping retires, so he's not going any further than that, so he's already out. Probably maybe knows that he wasn't going to go much higher than he was. Here comes Matty then across the line. P7, 35.
P7.
Ooh, not sure if that's going to be enough to see him through. He perhaps knows that it wasn't as good as it could have been. But still, Panda though has invalidated again already. And he's retired on track with Apollo just coming. No, not Bradford, but unfortunately Bradford's on an outlap, so I don't think he'll get in the way. But yeah, frustration boiling over for Panda there because just couldn't set the lap he needed. So who is out there? I think Ramsey. Excuse me. Yeah, Ramsey's next. On the sauce, just coming through sector 3 now. Heavy braking. It's a little better than Matty took it. Still a little bit tentative though through the hotel.
You didn't know Matty's on a pad.
That's true. Very true. I suppose he can go.
Randy's on a wheel.
Yeah. Both can be quick, but they do have their differences. As Randy now crosses the line. He's only a couple of, not bad, only a couple of steps off Matty. I think he'll be happy with that. He's in the top 10 for now. Whether he'll stay there though, it's another matter. We've got, is that Apollo next? Yeah, Freddie's on that, so I think it will be Apollo next, unless Matty's setting another lap, which I don't think he will do. No, Matty's coming into the pits. Bradford just beginning his lap, so Apollo is next, coming through the hotel now.
Freddie's abandoned.
Yes, he has. Now, Andrew, on that 35 forward, looking a bit precarious now, whether he'll get through here. All across the line. Only P12 for Apollo. So he's out. Okay. Next up, Luke Zay. 7 steps up, but he'll need a bit more than that if he's going to put Apollo and Pete under any kind of pressure. Ferrari hasn't quite looked to have the pace of the rest of the field so far. And coming across the line, oh, we found a bit of pace though. It's the P10, just outside the drop zone now, but Brad's
on a lap. Brad and Pete are on a lap.
Yeah, and they're both improving. I think Pete's definitely 4 temps up. He comes through the final sector, big lock up for him. As he comes around the final corner now, another slight lock up on the right, but nothing too malicious. He goes P7.
P7.
Good lap. So that is Luke stayed out then. So it's all down to Bradford. Will he knock Andrew out of the top 10? Does he want to? That's a bigger question, I suppose. He'd get the fresh tyre choice. And he stays out of his way. Fair play to Randy though. I think he's through no matter what. He's getting through to Q3. It's Bradford. Comes around the final corner. And he goes past in the big sector and knocks Andrew out of the top 10. And that is I think that's a fairly surprising one there. Andrew's usually a fairly quick driver. To see him in 11th is a shock, along with Apollo, Lucasade, Southern Ping, and the restored Panda, who just didn't seem to be able to hook the lap up at all through that section. So Joe leading the way, but on the soft tyres, the 4 drivers behind him, Cole, Killian, Darren and Despair all on the mediums. Bradford through on the softs, Freddie gets through on the medium tyres, Pete, Matty and Randy all through on the softs as well. Andrew just missing out on the mediums. Luke stayed in Apollo eliminated as well. Ping didn't really feel he had the pace anyway, so probably knew 14th was probably the best he could do. And Panda just never really got it together in that session, and will have to start from a disappointing 15th place, especially considering Williams are still in the fight. He really needed to be a little higher than that, and unfortunately it's left Sink Cole with a lot of work to do up front. Bum, ba-dum, Bum, bum. So, on to Q3 then. No need to worry about tyres now. It's all about who's going to be quickest, and Joe will definitely hope he has enough in him to get a pole position he really needs. He's starting on a soft, a lot of his rivals starting on the medium, so he needs to be as high up the grid as he can be to make those softs work early on in the race. But who do you think is going to get pole here, one shot?
The way he's looking, Cole, Killian, and Joe all look quick.
Yeah, they're sort of fighting for it. Darren and Despair not far off them though. Could cause, if they can find a little bit more, they could get in that squabble as well. And for the places, Freddie's not far off them either. But then I think Matty, Pete, Bradford and Ramsey probably going to be fighting over 7th to 10th. But we'll have to wait and see. Maybe haven't seen
Brad will be the first one to settle that.
Yes, he will. He's out there as well. 5 drivers out there. 5 drivers staying in the pits. Neither Red Bull have gone out there. Neither Renault out there, and only one Alfa Romeo out there. That being
speaking of a Red Bull, Joe's coming out.
Well, okay then. So Joe just going a little out of sequence with everyone else. In fact, Darren's following him as well. The Red Bull's coming out in tandem. There might be a bit of a turn going on here then, potentially. You can probably get a bit of a benefit here. Obviously there is 2 very long, well, one straight, one's not quite straight.
Spares might want to start backing up, to be honest.
Yeah, the Renault's coming out as well, also coming out line astern. Matty and Randy. Mandy leading Matty out. So I wonder if there is going to be some teamwork deployed here. Didn't see, I suppose, but yes, I think Despair might want to back up a bit because Bradford is. Well, I wonder if Despair is maybe hoping to get a bit of a toe. No, he does back up a bit now, so he gives Bradford some room and then goes off. Now Freddie will find himself having to back up a little bit, but he's got some room as well. It's a common issue in real F1 as well, trying to find the right space on track and finding the right time to actually go on the lap. Does anyone remember Monza 2019, anyone?
Yep, that was a fucking shit show.
And Despair has already invalidated his lap, so he won't be setting a lap time. Bradford, though, still on one. But yes, that was a bit of a farce, I think is the best way to describe that. So let's see what Bradford's doing then, powering down straight. Lovely camera shot there with the Alfa Romeo in the background, but the focus clearly being on the AlphaTauri. He comes round the left then right. Looking solid.
I mean, I like Brad's helmet.
Yeah, I used to run something similar in one of my leagues, but then I changed it to something it's still a nice helmet, just I preferred the other one I chose. But yeah, sort of.
I wonder about the colour scheme.
Yeah.
Like the colour scheme of it.
Yeah, the colours work, you know, nice lurid pink. Works well against the white and blue of the AlphaTauri. Very nice indeed, as Bradford coming.
I changed my helmet for fucking Saturday. I didn't get to race it.
Oh, that's a shame. Yeah,
because I normally run purple, turquoise, and like a reddish colour.
Yeah,
or like a pinkish.
I tried to run something.
I changed it a little bit.
So 34.8 for Bradford. I tried to run something a little different for each league I run in. Freddie goes fastest. 34.1, but I think Killian is next. This could be faster. And it is.
Yep.
33.2, not the outright fastest we've seen though.
Cole's invalidated.
Oh, that's bad for Cole. He's going to go again, is he though? Yes, he is. I suppose it doesn't matter if you use the tyres up here. They're not going to be what you start the race on. I think Pete's on an out lap. Yes, he is. So I think it will be Joe.
Matty's invalidated.
Matty's invalidated.
Spare's invalidated again already.
Joe, though, just exiting the hotel complex. But at the final couple of corners comes the Red Bull. Leading the constructors, of course, a good result here. Will net them that. But it's, oh, that's not a particular. I wonder if that might be used tyres then for Joe. Because that feels, obviously we've seen him do a second faster than that, so maybe potentially use tyres? Not sure.
How the hell Darren got away by cutting that corner?
Well, he's not on a lap anyway, he's not pushing. You can tell by the ERS on his wheel. Matty's about as you said, so Randy will be next across the line. Slowest of all so far, 35.6. Despair has invalidated again. His qualifying demons showing up at the most inopportune time, it seems.
Cole's also invalidated as well. And Matty's already invalidated again as well.
Ooh, they're struggling. Matty had some problems on mediums in Q2, so do seem to be getting a few invalidations here, and well, at the moment that'd be a very mixed up grid with Randy starting 5th and Bradford 4th. Like I said, I expected those two to be fighting down in 7th and 8th, 9th. At the moment, they're a lot higher than that.
Spares is coming round now though.
Yeah, the Spares in the...
Spares goes P5.
That's P.
Oh no, that was P.
That's P,
Sorry.
not the Spare. Wrong alphabet.
Yeah, excuse me.
That's alright. So I think... Yeah, I think Cole invalidated again. He did set a 33.8, but it was not registered. So, yeah, there's a few invalidations going on here, which is going to put some pressure, unneeded pressure on some of the quicker drivers.
Randy's out of fuel.
Yeah, so he'll just be creeping back. Who else is on a lap? I think everyone else is in the... I think we're going to be at that point of the Q3 where it's just a bit of a lull as we wait for the final runs.
I think Pete and Cole come into the pits anyway.
Yeah, it looks as though... Yeah, everyone's going to be in the pits, so we're going to have to wait for the final runs. Will anyone go out of sequence with everyone else? We'll wait and see. But yeah, I'm already seeing a Red Bull going out on track. Darren is already, he's not hanging around. Darren eager to get back out there. We've got an Alfa Romeo of Pete. Was it Pete? No, it's the Spare.
No, he was just coming into the pits.
Yeah, Pete's just coming into it's the Spare that's just coming out. So they're going out before anyone else. Everyone else just biding their time though. Usually it is better to go later on, but just slowing down clearly just want that open track to themselves, which they have. And 4 minutes to go. So Gillian leading the way by a long way over Joe, but I suspect we haven't seen the best out of that Red Bull just yet.
To be fair, I will get to show off my helmet actually. I get to see it off on Tuesday.
Ah, very nice. Yeah.
In Razzi's league.
Ooh, very nice. I've got.
And I'm in the Mercedes.
I've got a league on Thursday, league on Friday, and a league on Sunday, and then yeah, I think that's right. So I think I use a unique one for Friday because I run Racing Point in that league, and I got a bit creative for that team. Oh, Despair! Oh, he's on now that though, so it doesn't matter.
Ramsey's league though is fucking realistic performance.
The one I won on Thursday is realistic performance as well, so I know how it be.
I'm in Mercedes as well.
Well, I'm in a Williams. Well, I wasn't in the first race. I think I'm going to be in a Haas for the second.
Because he does it where the slowest drivers get put into the top teams,
yeah,
and the quicker ones.
Yeah, for us it's sort of the same, but like championship position later on will start maybe changing the cars around a bit. But they also did it like in the first race, it was sort of from the bottom to the top. So this one is from second race onwards, it's top to bottom. So that's going to be Mercs this time rather than no Mercs that were in the first race. So either way, I'm in a slow car against some quick cars. So I came third in the first race in a Williams. I should have been second as well, but I made a mistake on the final corner. It was Mexico, and I just lost on the final corner. Spun into the pits, and it repositioned me on track. So, yeah, fun times. Now this is interesting. I think Joe's going to give a nice little toe to Darren here. Joe's on an outlap, of course. Good teamwork there by the Red Bull boys. Darren gets a nice little bit of toe on the second DRS straight. Here comes Darren then. Powering through six.
Spares has been validated again.
Oh, I'll put pressure on him. I hope he's put enough fuel in for a second run. I think he might just have enough. So we'll have to back up on that.
He's at it at half throttle anyway.
Yeah, so he'll be easing it around to make sure he saves enough fuel for a final run. Here comes Darren then, around the final couple of corners. He looked quick. Will he be able to put Killian under pressure? Goes second for now. 6/7 still off Killian, so no quick time for him. Joe will be...
Killian's also out on track.
Yes, he is. They're all out on track, in fact. All out there looking to improve. Pressure on Joe. Needs to really find some pace here. And will he find any pace here? He's down in signal 1. He attempts 800s, I should say, off. So we need to find some speed in the sectors 2 and 3. So we've also got Pete, Randy, Despair, and Bradford. And Freddie, yeah, they're all out there at the moment, all getting ready. Matty's on a lap. And any of them invalidated yet? Freddie's on that lap, doesn't matter. Darren isn't going any faster, he's already invalidated. And in fact, he gives a little bit of a toe to Joe as well. So, but Joe is not improving here, he's 3 attempts down. So no improvement here from LET's Joe. Showed that
Killian's not improving either.
Oh, so maybe the track's just not rubbering in for these guys. Just waiting to see if anyone can find any kind of improvement. Joe is going to be coming to the line. Checking flags out. He's invalidated at the end of the hotel. That's bad news for Joe. Very bad news. Because here comes. I think Pete's going to be next. Looks like he used tyres apparently.
He's 4 tenths up though.
He is. Comes across the line. Doesn't own lots of time in sector 3. So Donny goes slightly faster. Randy does go faster but doesn't improve. Stays 7th.
And Despairs validates, so he's starting there.
Oh, that's unlucky for Despair.
Oh, Matty's gone to P5.
Yeah, good luck by Matty. He goes P5. So it looks like it's down to Cole. Freddie has gone. Freddie's improving here. But he's always gone wide there. Well, he did the right thing.
Got away with it.
Got away with it, yeah, did the right thing. Took the wide line. He might still get a good lap in. He was 4 tenths up, so only needs about 2. Killian goes even faster. Final corner for Cole. He's looked the man to beat. Oh, he loses it nearly in the final corner. And all that could have cost him. Had he not made that mistake, I think
Freddie invalidated.
Oh, and he was 4 tenths up.
Bradford.
That's unlucky for Freddie. He was 4 tenths up. He would have been ahead of the Red Bulls. As it stands, he will have to settle for 5th place instead. Unlucky Freddie. He could have had his first top 3 there. Or at least on qualifying. But it is Killian then. Well, for someone who doesn't like the track, he still put it on pole. Cole goes 2nd. Darren 3rd. Joe just didn't seem to find the pace. Well, we saw him do a 32 in Q2. So we know he's got more than that in him, but just couldn't get the lap in when he counted in Q3. Freddie P5, Matty P6, Bradford P7, Pete P8, Ramsey P9, and Despair not able to get the lap in when it counted. I reckon he could have been up there with Darren as well. He looked to be on the pace of him, so that's unfortunate. I suppose the one thing in Joe's favour is Darren obviously will not hold him up. So Darren will get out of the way. So obviously he's on the softs, Darren's on the mediums. I don't think Darren will be too much of an obstacle for him. But, yeah, we'll have to wait and see, obviously. So, quite an interesting quali. Oh, as Andrew leaves the session, that's not good timing. It's always someone, it seems.
That means his car's not going to be on the grid.
His car will be on. No, I think his car will be on the grid, but I think he'll have to wait until the formation lap to join in, otherwise he might end up breaking the lobby.
Oh no, he is there, yeah.
Yeah, his car will be there, but he's got to wait until the formation lap ends, and then he can jump back in. Because otherwise, I've seen it breaks the lobby if you join it back too quick. Because I know someone else who has these similar sort of issues.
Apparently, Joe forgot to put on a hot lap.
That might explain why he was lacking pace. That might explain it.
But that's all I gotta say. But Freddie would have been P3 as well, by the way, but the track limits.
Yeah, like I said, Freddie was unlucky. He was 4 attempts up and would have gone faster than both Red Bulls for that lap, but the track limits reared their ugly head and prevented him from getting the lap he needed. Which is a shame, but never mind. So, if I was to put you on the spot then, who do you think's got this race potentially won? I know it's obviously long 27 laps.
Depends. It depends.
Yeah, Joe's got to make some...
Find out by lap 10.
Yeah, Joe's got to make some moves at the start. Obviously, like I said, Down will not get in his way, I'm sure he won't. But you've got to try and get past both Cole and Killian to make those soft tyres work. Or at least stay with them. Maybe you could use an undercut to get past them with the pit stops. Like I said, I just don't know. We'll have to wait and see, as you say. So Killian is in a good position here, but obviously you need paper streams to really be up there if you can. Obviously with the constructors battle so tight, 4 points separating Red Bull and 335.
Oh, Andrew's game crashed. That's why he left.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, so 4 points separating Red Bull and 335 and 331 for Mercedes. Williams still with an outside chance on 37 points back from Red Bull for 298, but they do really need a bit of luck to come their way.
And Panda could be getting a penalty for retiring on track as well.
Yes, unfortunately so. That's why I understood the frustration, but it's just one of those things you just need to try and avoid doing, isn't it?
If he would have crashed out, like, not on purpose, but if he would have hit the wall or something, it would have been fine. But because he actually retired himself.
Correct. Unfortunately, yeah.
Because I'll let ninjas know. And yeah.
Yeah, no problem. Unfortunately, that puts more pressure on Cole to try and do well. If he gets to be honest, even if he were to win the Grand Prix, if Panda got a severe enough penalty, it may not even matter. Oh, it's Bradford.
I think it's 10 seconds.
Bradford has readied up. I assume he was okay to go. Everyone else is, so...
Yeah, it's 21:01. It's 21:01.
They're hanging about. That's what I like to see. There was another league I used to be in that literally would wait like 5 to 10 minutes to make sure everyone, went to the toilet and shit. But I'm like, that's a bit long. But anyway.
We have 5 minutes.
Which is fair, yeah. Well, let's see how we do then. So, be interested to see what the tyre strategies are then. So we've got obviously the Killian, Cole, Darren trio on mediums, Joel, Sauce, Freddie on mediums. We've got Matty, Bradford, Pete and Ramsey on the softs, Despair on the mediums. Outside the top 10. Now, this will be interesting. I get the feeling this may not have been what Andrew wanted to do, but the game has put him on soft tyres to start with. Luke stayed on the mediums, Apollo on the softs, Southern Ping on mediums, Pandas on the softs, and then the likes of the Paper Stream, Richard, Gangsta Al, and R719 all on the medium tyres towards the back of the grid. So, as I suspected...
Hunt's not even in the lobby anymore, though.
That's just not playing ball, is it?
No.
It's fair enough.
Nah, he's gone onto FIFA.
So, and the
Don't blame him.
predicted pit stop strategy is a medium soft or a soft medium. So, as I suspected, the hard's being shunned by the drivers.
Well, by the game, actually.
Well, to be honest, again, it just doesn't work. The hard tyres are just far too slow for this track. They work on some tracks. like oh, what was I driving last night? SVOR I was driving last night, and hards actually worked very well there.
That's where I was meant to be on Saturday.
Yeah, I was doing a special, basically in the Sunday league I run in. They've done a thing where two of the head admins build teams and then do head-to-head. I actually won my race there, but unfortunately the rest of my team, half of them didn't really seem to understand the rules of the game, which don't hold up the rest of the other 8-9 members on your team. So, although I won, I think we still lost overall.
We did that with SV. We did that with the team battle.
Yeah. Which is unfortunate, but hey, I still got a win, so that's all that matters to me. So then, let's focus on the race at hand though. Killian coming around on his formation lap to take his position at the start. Sinkhole, Joe, Darren. Now, like, as I said, Joe needs a flying start here, and he's got to hope. Well, Darren won't get in his way, but he's got.
Excuse me.
He'd really like to jump Cole on the start, and on those soft tires, he should get a better start than the medium runners. But obviously, we'll have to wait and see. As Gangster L takes his position in 18th, the cars realign, and we wait.
It's actually medium hard, by the way.
No way. You don't want to go on the hard tires at all.
I'm saying like the predicted tyre thing is medium hard.
Well, it's wrong.
The other one. Yeah.
And I wonder if Andrew joined during the formation lap. He might have to leave and join back.
He could still join the lobby, just didn't have to take control of his car.
No, I think it's if he joins the lobby, I think it still messes things up. I might be wrong, but well, we don't seem to be progressing anywhere here.
All the cars are just twerking.
Yeah,
right now.
pretty much. Yeah, like Panda's just said it, Andrew needs to leave. Yeah, I think Panda got it right. Andrew will have to leave the lobby and join back once the race begins. It sucks. It absolutely sucks, but we need to either restart or Andrew needs to leave. One of the two, yeah. Oh! Well, that happened. Right then, what do we do now? I think, yeah, Ramsey's gone as well, so I think the lobby's probably going to be remade.
It's always a Monday we have problems with F1.
Oh, believe me, it's not just Tuesday and Mondays. Believe me, I've had problems with this game on, well, pretty much any day you want to call it. Never mind.
Yeah, Ramsey's restarting.
Yep.
Just as a... Now Xbox is glitched, she's not deleting this message. Lovely.
Oh, lovely. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
I'm just gonna keep this stream going. I can't be asked if I can stop it and restart it because that means more work for Kieran to fucking.
Yeah, it's no point.
Rethink it.
Just keep it going. You know, it's fine. You can just reset. Cut it or something. It is just a bit of a faff.
There you go.
Thanking you. Back in we go then.
I'm already in.
Yeah, I'm already in, Apollo. No need to rush me. I will get back in, don't you worry.
Ba-dum, 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 bum, bum.
Bum, 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 ba, 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 da, ba, 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 dum, ba, da, ba, ba, dum. Let's go.
Oh yeah, did you hear the news about Hamilton?
I did indeed. Re-signed, I believe, on a 1-year deal.
Yeah, 1-year deal, and then 2022, if he signs again, he gets to choose his teammate.
No way. No, is that really in the deal?
Yep.
Oh, that's bollocks. You know he's going to want to keep
And-
Bottas in the car.
No. Me and Apollo had a thought. If he does get to choose his teammate, no doubt he'll probably choose George Russell.
I mean, fair, okay, if I'd be fine with that if that is the case. I was thinking it might have been the opposite though. I was thinking he didn't want Russell in the car. But I suppose the other thing was I did hear something about maybe Verstappen going Mercedes, so I suppose he definitely doesn't want that.
Verstappen don't want a title contender. He doesn't. Verstappen doesn't like having a teammate that's just as good as him. It's always been the case.
Well, I suppose I have to wait and see. I suppose if it is Russell in the car, then
To be fair though, saying that, he has got Checo as his teammate now, and Checo can give him a run for his money.
Checo will push him hard. I
He's
think,
not gonna like it.
Yeah, after
He's not gonna like it.
Although one thing I will say, if Checo is having the same problems that Gasly and Albon has had, I think we need to stop hating on both of them and just acknowledge that Red Bull can only make one car.
But Checo's been in the Red Bull before.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying though. Like, if he struggles, has the same problems, then it's clearly got to be the car, not the driver. That's because obviously look at Gasly. Like, since he got out of that car, he's been pretty fucking good, hasn't he? Albon probably will be pretty good in his DTM career, I reckon. Obviously, it's a bit different than F1, but I reckon he'll do okay.
He's still under the Red Bull Academy though.
Exactly. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. Like, so So I'm going to be watching Checo's progress in that car with a very interested eye. Because if he's having some problems in that car, then it can't be him. Not after the season he's just had in Racing Point. Because he's probably he's very much a late bloomer, is Checo, I'd say. Definitely at the peak of his career, quite late on. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see, I suppose.
Needs Gangster Al in the lobby.
Gangster Al's there. Panda's there. I think it's just Hunt that's not there, and we know he's probably not coming back, so I think that's everyone.
No, he's not.
So I think that is everybody once Al and Panda get in their cars. And now the end is near. So I face the final curtain. I don't know where that came from. I'll get in the hats and then we can go.
Yep, Xbox is fucked. Lovely.
Why? What's going on?
I just went and deleted all them the messages, and yeah, they're still there.
Yeah, I've had that problem as well. I've tried to delete messages and they just don't go anywhere. Come on, Beastie, come on, Beastie. Yeah, good lap. So I'm just watching something else just while we wait. And nice, he goes before. Good, good, good.
Don't mind me, I'm something on Facebook.
No worries. I don't know what to wait. I think we just gotta wait for Al to get his car and then I think we should be good to go. Alright, so we are getting underway then. Drivers are ready to go. Get themselves in the right car. Oh, coming back with some music going. Okay then. So hopefully everything has been corrected in order now. Interesting thing about this, of course, is it does mean those in the top 10 now get fresh tyres, so it eliminates the advantage of being eliminated. So Joe in particular, starting on the sauce, not going to be quite so bad now because he's got a fresh set of sauce to play with.
Yep.
So we'll have to wait and see how if this does differ the strategies in any way, shape or form. Somehow I don't think it'll be too bad.
Have you seen them videos on Facebook with the Deadpool Comic Con thing? Hilarious.
I don't think I have, no.
Oh, dude, hilarious, man. Someone dresses up as goes around dressing up as Deadpool and just teases Comic Con.
Fair enough.
It's quite funny, actually.
Fair enough. I don't mind Deadpool myself, so yeah, I could believe that's pretty funny.
All over YouTube as well, to be fair.
Yeah, you probably see a lot of them on YouTube. So I don't suspect this will be waiting too long before the race starts. We'll just get the tyres one on. Obviously make sure the top 10 are on their correct tyres, so that would be, if we just have a look, Joe must be on a softs.
Oh, I've just been informed by Gareth, or Ninjas, just throwing it out there, Constructors is basically Red Bulls and Mercedes
Yeah, Williams.
after what Panda did.
So Panda's probably not scoring any points then, no matter what happens tonight. Which is unfortunate for him. But it's how it is. Matt needs to get on the softs, because I believe he's qualified on them. Other than that, I think we should be good.
Need to check everyone's starting on the right tyres.
Yeah, it's
Mediums, softs.
mediums.
Softs.
Matty needs to get on the softs because he started on. Yeah, I'm sure he qualified on the softs. I think everyone else in the top 10 is right. So Matty, if you're listening, soft tyres boy, stat. Killian's going for a piss, very well timed. Saying Matty is on sauce, even though your race director's saying he's not. Okay, right. This we do see things like this happen. As long as you're on the softs at the start, I suppose that doesn't. Then that's all that matters. It's strange though. Yeah, it happens. Bum 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 bum. Oh god.
Fucking advert.
Oh, you had an advert. Oh, who readied up? Panda apparently did.
Everyone did.
Yeah, well, apparently Panda's the one apologising in the chat. So, we are getting underway then. Keelan did make it back though, so no need to worry about whether he's still on the bog, but he is not. And Matty is on the soft, so he wasn't wrong. He is indeed on the right side. Look then, so as I suspected, I didn't think Andrew did want to start on the softs. He is on the mediums. Then we've got Luke's and Apollo on the softs. Southern Ping on the mediums. Store Panda going mediums as well. Paperstream, Richard and Gangster all on mediums also. So, once again, the hards being shunned by both the game and the drivers. But, with it now being fresh tyres, could that potentially hand Joe a slight advantage?
Yeah, I think we can keep his tyres warm.
Well, I think he's... Well, if anyone's going to struggle with tyre warming, it's probably going to be the mediums more than the softs. But we shall see, of course. So they're just coming round the second Java straight.
Just think we've done. Oh, and Apollo and Luke is able to disqualify for the session.
40 minutes. Yeah, I think it might be just after 10 or 12. I think we'll finish it. It's usually about a 40-minute race, depending on obviously on safety
And Luke
cars.
and Apollo got sent back to the grid.
Yes, they did. The two drivers on the sauce. They better hope that they were nice and warm before they did that. it does lock in once you get on the grid, but I better hope that
Time they get back to the grid, it'll be ice.
Yes, we'll have to hope that the tyres aren't that cold, but they are on the soft, so they'll heat up quickly enough. As they're coming through the home complex now. Very nice view there, I've got to say. Very nice view indeed. And round the final couple of corners then, let's hope we don't have the same issues we had on the last attempt. As they come around the final corner to slot into their respective grid positions. Here we go then, Gangster out, taking his place at the back. And hopefully there'll be no issues this time. Yes, here we go then. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And it's go! We're underway here for the final race of the SVOR Season 3.
Joe gets a fantastic start.
What a start by Joe. I did say he had a little bit of a contact with Cole there, though. He clipped his wheel.
Darren.
I did say that those softs would help him get a good start, and my God, what a start he got. Rockets into the lead. There's contact further back. I think that's...
Matty's gone past Brad.
Yeah, the timing's a bit skewed at the moment. You'll have to apologise, but I think it's corrected now. Richard down, Gangsterell's still pretty much where they are. Southern Ping has dropped a couple of positions. Apollo, Manty's dropped behind Andrew as well. Despair up from 10th to 9th. Now chasing down Pete. Obviously Pete's on the soft side. Despair on the mediums, but it's not going to stop Despair. He's going down the inside, and Bradford's having a look at Matty as well, further ahead. Just having a look. Side by side, Matty holds on.
Apollo gets a 5-second penalty for exceeding track limits.
Wow, that must have been pretty extreme. And Lucas already got... Wow, they're already getting corner cutting penalties, and we're not even past the first lap here, as Bradford still fighting with Freddie and Despair getting involved in that as well. Bradford holds on to P6 for now though. All bit of... Bollard has gone flying, never mind. No damage there. So Joe's done exactly what he needs.
And that's Apollo round.
Apollo spinning. Oh dear. Well, he was doing some donuts. I don't mean they were the donuts he was planned to do. But I tell you what, Joe did exactly what he needed to do at the start. He needed a lightning start to shoot into the lead. That's exactly what he's done. He's now pushing very, very hard to get away from Killian and Cole. They're on a different...
Oh, Despairs is... Whoa. Oh my God, I just watched that happen.
Whoa, what just happened?
Despairs kind of like... He's lost his wing as well.
Yeah, so he's going to be coming into the pits. Good thing the pits are right there, so we won't lose too much time going around the track at least. But into it he comes. So, on to lap 2. Killian, ignore the timing, it's actually lap 2, not lap 3. Joe is leading, Killian second on the mediums. Closely followed by Cole, Darren trying to keep with them, and Freddie. Those are in top 5, but Freddie does have Bradford not far behind him. Bradford, Matty, fairly close as well. Pete's keeping with them as well. Andrew's on the mediums, fresh mediums. Last minute are all fresh now after the restart. Matty's dropping away from this pack, but he's well ahead of the rest of the pack. Richard has had a good start from 16th. 16th up to 12th. So good start by Richard. We've got Lucas Day, the Sword Panda, in 14th, chasing down the other Ferrari. It's like Russell versus Vettel all over again. But can Panda get past? Always going for the dive. Looks like doesn't fight too hard. Has a look up the inside again, but no. By Panda, beats 12th. Well, it's a shame that his points probably aren't going to matter in the end, because it does seem like he's on a good charge here. Oh, very nearly hit the back of Richard though. Richard locking up in that downhill. And Joe, fastest lap of the race, and trying to pull away gaps already. 1.5 seconds between himself and Killian. About the same between Killian and Cole, slightly less. But Darren, I tell you what, is keeping him with Cole, keeping him honest, and is pulling away from Freddie as well. So at the moment, it looks as though the Red Bulls are doing a good job here. Darren's got some good pace in that sister Red Bull car. but he has just dropped out of DRS range. I don't know if he'll get it. I think Cole just doing enough then. What about Freddie though? He's got Bradford and Massey behind him. They will get DRS on him.
Spares with a 3-second time penalty.
He's well off the field, down in 17, 27 seconds behind Paperstream, who is the next car up ahead. Paperstream in his own fight with Gangster out for 15th place. Does have the DRS. But Gangster out, I think, will probably stay ahead here. Just to be a bit too quick.
Andrew's going for a move on Pete.
Yes, he is. And I don't think Pete. No, Pete probably couldn't fight that too hard. Andrew getting through then up into P8 then for the McLaren. He's on the fight back from P11. Bradford gets the penalty. Massey gets one too. They both got us against there at the end of sector 2. That puts pressure on those two to get some moves done. Freddie does seem to be struggling a little bit compared to the other guys on the mediums. I'll tell you what, Cole is captain Killian back up. Killian dropping off Joe even more. Gap is now 2 seconds between the two race leaders. As we move on to lap 4. Richard and Restore Panda I think are fighting. I think Restore Panda's up in the wall. Not quite sure.
Yeah,
and he
went for a
and
stupid
once
thing.
again retires on track. That's the second time he's done that now.
Do you see that round, Ninjas? Type in the chat if you did. Southern Ping's round as well.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure what happened between Restored and Richard, but either way, Pandas end up leaving the session again and retiring on track again, which is a big no-no, of course. Meanwhile, Cole still pressuring Killian, while Massey also pressuring Bradford to spare. Fastest lap for the race, he's still far down on the rest of the field, needs a safety car really if he's got any hope of getting back into the race.
Ninja saw it.
Ninja saw it, so we're all good there then. Cole, meanwhile, really pounding the pressure on Killian. Half a second covering the two of them. Darren started to drop off these two a little bit, perhaps in his own race, so maybe knows he doesn't have quite the outright pace of the two ahead of him. If he keeps it consistent, he is still pulling away from Freddie. FRT Freddie running in P5 has Bradford and Massey for fairly close company.
Oh my god, Brad.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh, he was lucky there, but fortunately, no lasting harm done. Just gonna have a look. No damage on either car, so they're looking okay. If Freddie has damage, let's have a look. No, looks okay, so no reason for that to drop off in pace compared to Darren. The two Ferraris are quite close as well. Richard and Lucas fighting over P11. Gangster not far off him. He has weathered the challenge of Paperstream and is now running in 14th. 13th, I should say. Cole, meanwhile, in the DRS of AMS Killian. Not close enough, though, it seems to mount a serious attack. I'm not sure he's really using overtake here, though. No, he's not. He seems to become content to just sit behind Killian for now then. Maybe he feels it's not worth attacking him just yet. Obviously, we don't know when Joe will be in the pits. I would guess somewhere around lap 7 to lap 8, maybe lap 9 if he's really pushing it. And Matty has side by side with Bradford at the chicane. He's just got ahead of him. He did have to force Bradford off the track a slight bit, but I think he'll get away with that in real life. There's so little room to rotate there. As the Ferrari is going to combat. Richard and Lucasade at the same place. Lucasade's got the better of Richard, but Richard's going to have a look up the inside. Contact between them. Gangster out, meanwhile, watching behind and pretty much just licking his lips as he watches this battle.
Yeah.
Obviously, Lucasade is on the socks, Richard is on the mediums. Gangster out's coming! I don't think he would saw that coming, and unfortunately, I think the Gangster has a bit of damage on his left side now. Yes, he does. That's Pete and Andrew fighting. Contact between these two as well. Pete and Andrew fighting over P8. I think Andrew's just got the better of him.
Paperstream's coming to this fight as well, by the way.
Yeah, the contact between Richard and Lucas Aid and Gangster out getting involved in that as well. Oh, it was very scary stuff to watch. Fortunately, they're all still going. The Gangster out does now have a bit of damage on the left side. Oh, that's Richard! No, it's not as Richard, it's Lucas Aid. Lucas Aid has spun at turn 3. Same place as Paul Panda out in the qualifying. And his front wing is sadly completely gone. Stubborn Pig's not going to have a hard time getting buzzed. In fact, there's a safety car. Full safety car as well. Full.
For that?
Yeah. Oh, no. It must
What?
be. Yeah, that's strange. It was a big collision, admittedly. It must be for the debris on the track, I'd assume. But
That means Joe's going to pit.
Joe's got to pit, surely. Got to take advantage of this. Lucas Aid has no front wing, so we'll get. I think Despair will be overjoyed because he'll get another chance to maybe get into the race. Apollo as well will have another chance. So I would expect a lot of these guys will be coming in. Now, will Killian and Cole come in? That's the question.
The soft runners will probably come in.
Yeah, Joe's in. Is Killian coming in? Yes, Killian's coming in as well.
Yes.
Cole doesn't.
Cole isn't. Oh. I think my just go down. Don't know what happened there, dude. Oh, Matty.
Hello?
Yep.
Not sure what happened there, but I'm back, don't worry. It doesn't look as though, I don't think that was just me though. I saw a lot of drivers leave the gate there.
Yeah, they did.
It looks as though Xbox had a bit of a moment there.
I think we had Despairs leave,
Well, it's a good thing.
Matty leave,
It's a good thing.
Cole,
The safety cars.
Rich.
Yeah. Well, they will have time to get back in. Obviously, safety car is bunching the field up. Cole leads now. Joe has managed to come out second, and he's on a fresh set of softs, so he has almost lost nothing through that pit stop. And
Andrew's up into P3.
yeah, for not stopping. Matty didn't stop either, which I think is a mistake in all honesty. He probably would have stopped had he not disconnected when he did.
I have invited him. Oh, there we go.
Yep, Matty's rejoined. We got Freddie as pit as well for the fresh and mediums. He got ahead of Darren. That's because Darren probably got held up a little bit by the by Joe pitting on the same lap. Now this is interesting as well. Pete has come out on the hard.
Oh, Gangster Owl left as well.
Yeah. Interestingly, Pete is on the hard compound tyres now. Bradford's on mediums. Southern Ping stayed out on the mediums. Makes sense. Gains a lot of position out of it. Ramsey now up to 11th on the fresh mediums. Despair 12th. Didn't pit on the softs. Apollo 13th. Apollo 13th. Nice. And then Richard 14th has pit for softs. Gangster Alex pit for softs and is 15th. Paper Stream on the hards. And Lucas Aid on a fresh set of mediums, catching back up to the back. It does look as though a lot happened there. And I wonder if some people didn't get the chance to pit because of the lag out.
There you go. Richard back. Just got Gangster Owl get back in now.
That's good. Oh, there's been a collision.
Matty.
Matty has been given a 5-second penalty for a collision with Freddie. And I think it's only him that got it, so it wasn't deemed Freddie's fault in any way. Just quite sure what happened there. Now the pack isn't quite all bunched up yet. Lucozade is still catching them, so I reckon the safety car could stay out another lap. Have to wait and see. Freddie saying apparently down slowed him out in the pit. Safety car is coming in this lap then, so let's hope everyone is back in and ready to race because
Gangster Al's the only one that's not. Oh, there we go.
Nope, he's in. He's currently 15th. He's better be quick though because the safety car is about to go in. Let's hope he can get in before the safety car goes in. I somehow doubt it. We'll wait and see. Cole leading them round. When is he going to go? In fact, he's gone. Cole has gone, but Joe not going to be tricked. In fact, look at the difference in grip. Joe was pushing Cole around there. You said this could be a matter of when, not if, for Cole and Joe. Look at the difference in grip between the two of them. Joe's already passed him. Fantastic stuff by Joe. Gave Cole enough room to make the move done. Andrew, meanwhile, has Killian for close company. Similar story. Killian just has so much more grip. Andrew's going to defend as hard as he can, though. But it's just nothing doing, though. He's just got so much less grip. And Freddie, meanwhile, on the mediums.
Darren's on hot. Darren's on soft as well.
Yeah, that's interesting. The two Red Bulls on the same compound of tyre. But they seem to be not getting in each other's way just yet. Pete is then in...
Freddie going for a move on Darren.
Yep. Andrew still...
Goes for a switchback move.
Yeah, and again, just the difference in grip. Even mediums have so much more grip than old mediums. And, well, Freddie's up there. Even Pete's doing alright. The hard tyres, he is dropping off them, but he's keeping Bradford at bay for now on the mediums. Despair on used softs has Southern Ping on used mediums to company. Then we've got Apollo and Ramsey. Ramsey's on fresh mediums, so he might be giving Apollo something to think about soon enough. Oh, as Pete, has he got past? Yes, Bradford has got past Pete on the mediums. The hard tyres don't seem to be working too well for the Alfa Romeo there. He's got his teammate coming up next to him on old soft tyres.
Matty Pitt.
Is anyone pitting?
Matty did pit. He's on medium now.
Oh, he did indeed. He pit on the lap. So he pit on the lap the safety car came in. Probably the worst time that Matty could have pit, but this is how it be, sadly. Ramsey's in the pits as well. This must be for damage then. Yes, it is. I see a front wing being readied. So Ramsey has had an excursion of Southern Ping with tyres. And that's another safety car. There's only a virtual safety car though.
Oh my god, right there as well.
Yeah,
right on the exit of the pit lane.
Yeah,
right near the exit of the pit lane.
Infamous turn 3 strikes again. Yeah, it seems to be. So it's only a virtual this time, so there won't be any bunching up of the field. I think that will please Joe, who really at this point he's 3 seconds ahead of Cole. Now, when will this VSC end, and will anyone be caught out by it? That's the question. Let's have a look at the penalties. Bradford has 8 seconds, Pete has 5 seconds, Despair 3 seconds, Apollo 10 seconds, Lucozade 3 seconds, Matty 3 seconds. I suppose Matty also did he have a 5-second penalty?
He served his 5 seconds.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
And we're back racing again.
So at least he's got that out of the way as well. 2 Renaults running very close then, 15 and 16 right at the back there, and needs another safety car, I would think. They're all underway again. Killian pressuring Cole as we go towards the hotel complex. Got to get the move done quickly because Freddie is catching them on his fresher mediums. Has yet to get a podium in SVOR. Could this be Freddie's lucky night in Abu Dhabi?
Yeah.
It's looking good for him so far, but still a long way to go. Of course, we're not even half distance. As Killian thought about a move, but not able to. And all the while, Joe is just pulling further and further ahead. So Cole is not doing his former AMS teammate any favours here. But you think he probably will be got here under DRS. But Joe's gap has now increased to 4.5 seconds over the determined Cole, I suppose you can say. I wonder if Cole might go for a one-stop now.
Oh, DRS.
Yeah, this is going to make it easier for Gillian. Goes to the inside. Cole gives him just enough room to do it, as Darren also passes Andrew for P5. So Darren's on the charge as well on his sauce. At the moment, it's looking like it could be Freddie versus Darren potentially.
Despair's got past Pete as well.
Yeah, may have been some. Oh no, there's no team orders. Oh, and Pete's trying to go back at Despair and not really left enough room. And Pete spins. I thought there would have been some team orders there, but no team orders at Alfa Romeo camp, and unfortunately Pete has paid the price for it. As Matty, meanwhile, passing Ramsey as well. They're on a different compounder tyre. Matty on the mediums, Ramsey on the hards. They're 18 seconds off from the rest of the pack. Paper Stream a bit off of Pete, still going. Richard is now in the points in 10th. Chasing down Apollo, who is got 10 seconds worth of penalties to serve. He's yet to, well, he did stop earlier on, but still on slightly used mediums at this point. So everyone's on a fairly different strategy at this point, I suppose you could say.
Yeah.
Closest battle on the track, probably Gangster Hour versus Lucasade, although Despair is closing in on Bradford as well, even if Despair's tyres are looking very bad at the moment. 9 laps on them. Oh, he's gone very wide there as well.
Yep.
Luckily he didn't get a penalty. Perhaps wasn't the quickest way to do it. So you've got to think Despair will probably have to come into the pit soon. He's on 9 lap old softs, and they will probably be struggling, to put it lightly. But I tell you what, he's still going for a move. Bradford, no defence put up. Despair moves up into 7th place then.
Brad's got damage.
He does indeed, yes, on the right side his end plate's missing, so slight damage on the Alpha Tauri. Might explain why he had no defence.
Luke went for a move on Al there, thought better of it.
Yep. Darren, meanwhile, has caught the back of Freddie. Darren putting those softs to good use to get back up to the top of his rival.
Oh, Cole's just had a little spin, and he's got the gear glitch.
Has he?
Yep. On my screen, he's got the gear glitch anyway.
Well, he's coming in.
Cole pits.
It's fine for me. He's coming into the pits anyway. So Freddie now takes P3 away. Now, what tyres will Cole go on? I get the feeling it must surely be hard. He's got to really do a one-stop to keep himself in the game. Is it? No, it's not. Soft tyres going on. So he's going to do 2 soft stints then, unfortunately. And he's changing his front wing as well, so he did have damage of some kind then. And this is going to drop him right down the order, and he's going to be 14th by the time he comes out. Some people
still got yet to stop though. Again.
But you've also got to think, Cole's going to have to stop again as well though. As Darren, meanwhile, passes Freddie down the first DRS straight. I think Freddie knew it was coming, didn't really put up much of a fight. So Darren, oh, bit of contact, bit late on the brakes. Don't think anything bad came of it, fortunately.
No.
Just a slight mistake on Freddie's part. Could have been a lot worse though. But Darren takes the place all the same.
I think this was simulation Darren is though. Darren probably have a pop tyre by now.
He'd have a pop tyre, and Freddie would have a very bad wing, yes. As I'll tell you what, Despair, he got past Bradford but hasn't been able to pull away because of how bad those softs must be feeling right now. In the fight for 6th place, as Lucasade and Richard going at it again. Lucasade has just passed Richard for 9th place. The Ferrari boys have already been in combat, and Gangster out once again just watching and waiting for something to happen. Let's hope he doesn't get his braking wrong. Pete's on the hards as well, not enjoying them at all, it seems. Stuck behind this battle. As Sink Cole, meanwhile, is catching Paper Stream. Now this is interesting because if there is, Paper Stream is a Mercedes driver for this race. I wonder if there might be a bit of a request from Killian to give Cole a bit of help here. So we suspect Killian and Joe will have to stop again, maybe for medium tyres. So Cole really needs to get a move on, and in fact, there we go. He's not being held up at all. Paper Stream really not holding Cole up at all then. So no such team orders. So, closest battle on track. Freddie is keeping with him, but Bradford is right behind. Despair, is he? No, he's not. I thought he was, but he's not. Looked like he was, but no. Gangster Al, though, close behind Richard, and I wonder if he's going to go for a move here on the Ferrari of Richard. This is for 10th place, this is a point. And Pete's completely got his braking wrong. Has gone very deep, far too deep. Oh, he's got to be careful because Cole's coming around as well. And doesn't put up any fight. Pete is not.
Rich locked up as well.
Yeah, he did. And it allowed Gangster Al through. So Gangster Al into the points then in P10. Don't forget the drivers ahead all have penalties. 6 for Despair, 11 now for Brad, 10. So Alpha Tauri dominating the penalty game at the moment, but not in the way you want to. So Richard seems to be struggling a bit on those softs. The lack of ABS may be hurting the tyres a little more than he'd like, and Cole is now right on the back of these two. Well, the two drivers they're probably slower, but this is for position. Cole will have to give them respect they deserve. But he's gone for it. That is not. Oh, and I think that was a bit. Oh my God, that is some bold moving. I think he was.
Got it done though.
He got it done, but Bradford leaves the session in the pits. I will say though, I think he's lucky that this wasn't a open lobby. If I'd get the sense in a hopper, I don't think Cole would have been given the same respect there that Gangster and Richard both showed. Pete has retired in the pits, so he's had enough. But yeah, fair play to Al and Richard for giving Cole the respect there and giving him the room, because there's a lot of drivers who wouldn't have done that, I have to be honest. So Cole's into 9th now, 3.5 second gap to Lucas 8 ahead. Lucas 8 chasing down Apollo.
Two brothers?
Yeah, the spare Apollo. Was that Apollo and Lucas 8?
Apollo and Lucas 8.
Ah, so they're brothers. Well, they're quite close to each other. Lucas 8 on slightly fresher tyres. 7 laps playing 12 laps, so shouldn't have a pace advantage. It just wasn't Pete's day, unfortunately. He dropped out of the race. We've hit the halfway mark. Oh, Bradford say. Oh, I don't think Bradford's happy. He's saying he quits league racing in the Discord. Not quite sure what happened there. Meanwhile, Freddie, despite being passed by Darren, is keeping with him, so that's a sign that the mediums are starting to come into play here. Softs maybe struggling a little bit. You suspect Joe, Killian and Darren will all go on the medium tyres when they next pit. 12 laps or 11 laps probably easily done on those.
Despair's pit.
So Despair's coming in. Well, he's gone very long on those softs, maybe a little too long. In he comes. I suspect medium tyres will go on now.
Cole, the fastest lap.
Yeah, he's pushing hard. He's right behind Lucas 8 now. The two brothers have a very quick driver to deal with now. Will he go for some more audacious overtakes? Goes to the outside. I think he's going to go for it here. Dives. And Lucas 8 brakes earlier. Ooh, big locker for Cole though. But he gets the move done. Very strong move by Cole there. Well done. So where is the spec coming out? It is medium tyres. Slightly used mediums, interestingly. So I wonder if they're the ones he started the race on.
Freddie's on the back of Darren.
Yes, he is. Right on the back of Darren. Down the second DRS straight. And he gets the move done. So the softs are starting to fade then. The question is, when will Joe and Killian pit? Darren will probably have to wait a lap if Joe wants to pit first. If he doesn't want to pit this lap.
Well, he's... Okay, he's nearly 10 seconds behind them.
Joe's pitting.
Joe's pitting.
So Dan will have to go another lap, I think. Unless he really wants to be held up again. I suppose he would...
Killian's carrying on.
Killian carries on. Going longer. Freddie obviously stays in. Darren. So
oh, damn it.
It's another double stat. Oh, and a bit of a wobble going into the pits for Darren. So it's another double stat then.
Oh, no, he's fine.
Yeah, Joe's gone, so he might get held up a little bit. But only slightly. Yeah, it's only about a second. It was, yeah.
Andrew pits.
So now he's really got to get a motor on, because obviously Freddie will be on the soft, so I'd imagine. Cole then comes out P4. So still very much in the game, but obviously has to pit again. Oh,
I think Freddie's.
Richard.
I think Freddie's side on the softs though, didn't he?
No, Freddie started on the mediums. So,
Oh no, so yeah, so he's got a pit again.
so medium, soft. I think he's done. And you wouldn't want. I don't think you'd want to take the mediums that long anyway. Wings change for Richard. Oh, that's unfortunate for him. He was running well. Gangster's coming out on slightly. Well, I say slightly used mediums. They're 7 laps old. There's Apollo, now on P12, chasing down Ramsey, who's on hard compound tyres. Matty on the mediums, meanwhile his teammate is in P8, but that's Paper Stream right behind him on the hards. Interesting battle development there. Paper Stream in the points, so that will help Killian take the fight to Bob 7, doing the maths, 25,
Yeah, only get
27,
27.
but then it's 15 plays, 15 and 9, 24. Oh, it would be very close. It would come down to the fastest lap point if it stayed as it is. Obviously, there are still pit stops to
I think
go.
Cole has it at the moment.
Yeah, obviously there are still pit stops to go, so the order will probably change. But still, oh, it's Darren fighting Lucas. He has to cut the corner massively, but he does get the move done. Couldn't afford to get stuck behind Lucas, I guess, and the Ferrari's now in the pits.
Joe's just got 3 seconds.
Okay, that could be crucial later on then. 3-second penalty. He was more than that ahead of Killian though, so as long as he's got the pace, it shouldn't hurt him in the long run. I wonder if Killian's going to try and push on and do 2 soft stints, I wonder. So he started on the medium tyre, so he can do that if he wants to.
Lucas 8 pits.
Yeah, he's going on to the softs. Paper Stream's in the pits as well. Apollo coming round. Still chasing down Ramsey. Lucas just coming out of the pits. It's going to be close with Ramsey and Lucas. I think Lucas just got ahead. Ramsey's struggling on the hards. Yeah. Apollo gets past because of it. Those hards still not really working. He's the only one on them, and it just don't seem to want to switch on. Ramsey there.
I wonder if Killian's going to be pitting soon.
He could well be.
Yep, he's pitting.
He's coming in then, so well, he's done 10 laps on the softs. I wonder if he might go on to another set of softs there. So it will be Freddie that takes the lead then, unless he's coming in first. Yes, he is. Freddie's coming in as well, so Joe retakes the lead then. And it is soft tyres. But it's a very slow stop for Killian here. Very slow stop. I'm not sure what happened there, but it seemed like the team wasn't ready for him. Not quite sure what happened there, but very slow stop for Killian. He's going to be well off. I mean, look at that, he's already beyond 10 seconds behind Joe here. Even more than that.
About 16, 17 seconds.
The only thing I can assume is maybe, did he pick the same lap Paper Stream here?
Probably.
That's the only reason I can think of, because he's now 16 seconds off of Joe. He was not that far behind when they made their pistol, so he was only about 5 or 6 seconds off of him. So, wow, that has really hurt Killian here. I don't think he'll drop any further than second down though, but well, any hope of Mercedes taking the fight to Red Bull.
Matty with another 3 seconds.
Yeah, as Freddie gets past Darren for P4. That could be crucial, very crucial pass for Freddie. He needs to really get on the pace now, because Cole surely has to pit again at some point.
I think he's made 3. He's gone mediums to softs, yeah, so he's got to pit again.
Yeah, he doesn't have to, but there's no way those softs will get to the end. He's 5 lap old already, and those softs, they lose pace after like 7 or 8 laps. Maybe even sooner than that. As Apollo, meanwhile, is just past Lucas Aid for P9. The brothers going at it.
Cole's pitting.
Yeah, as I suspected, in he comes. Another set of softs, I presume, going on. Maybe he could have gone a little bit longer than that set, but maybe just wants to get a fresh set on now. So where's he going to come out then? Another set of softs goes on. And Andrew's into the pits as well. And he's only just put mediums on. Is there a front wing change going on? No, no front wing change going on. That's odd, I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
So Cole's coming out P5, but he's now 12 seconds behind Darren. And I don't think he's going to be able to take third off Freddie, but if he can reel in Darren, he could yet get P4. But as it stands though, Red Bull probably looking fairly comfortable.
Win the constructors, yeah.
Well, yeah, there's only one of each of the other teams in the points, and Killian's not beaten Joe. Yeah, as it stands, Red Bull has got this sewn up. Darren doesn't need to fight too hard here. He's trying to keep with Freddie. Those softs will go eventually. It's just got to hope that they go sooner or later.
To be fair, he's only not long just put them on, so he's got 8 laps.
Yeah.
Which, if you're good enough with handling your tyres, you can make them last 8 laps.
You can indeed. So we'll wait and see how they go. Further back, Despair running in 6th. 9 seconds penalties, but Apollo behind him, 8 seconds behind, and that's 5 seconds penalties on his as well. So I think Despair is fairly safe in 6th, which I think it will take.
Oh, Freddie's just got a penalty now as well.
Oh, pressure on then, because now it's a fair fight between Freddie and Darren if he can stay with him. But that might just spur Cole on a little bit though, because now he knows he only needs to get within 3 seconds of Freddie to maybe take take his medium podium away from him, and that would be heartbreaking for Freddie, I've got to say.
Well, he's 10 seconds behind Darren.
Yeah. Now the question is, will he be able to claw that back in 7 laps? Andrew.
Andy's past Luke.
Yeah. At the first corner, good move by Andrew. Just having a look. I don't believe. Yeah, Darren does. Oh no, Darren does have a podium. He had a podium in China. So, yeah, you get the sense Freddie wants this more then, since obviously it will be his medium podium. But he's really got to put a.
Darren's outside of DRS as well.
Yeah, so he is starting to find the pace then. Freddie needs to really put the hammer down now.
So them softs have come into effect now.
Yeah, they're starting to really.
They've got up to temperature.
They are. Yeah, indeed. Killian 5 seconds ahead, but obviously Killian doesn't have a penalty, so you sense Freddie probably not thinking about Killian, he's probably just thinking about the gap to Cole, which is still about 11 and a bit seconds between him and Cole, so I think Cole will have to do a lot to reel Freddie in. We'll have to wait and see on that one. Darren is starting to fall away on those mediums a little bit, but they may come back to him later on if he can hold on to them. Meanwhile, battle for 10th, Matty has pit onto softs.
Cole's just sets the fastest lap.
Yeah, Cole's flying then. 8.7 now, the gap between him and Darren. So he's really turned up the wick.
Joe's just got DRS off Richard.
Yeah, not that he really needed it. 14 seconds clears Joe, as long as he makes no further mistakes. This race really is his to lose at this point, and the Red Bull constructors along with it. Because Killian and Cole not really in the position.
Out of DRS.
Yeah, so Killian's probably just going to be racing for second here. He's already been crowned champion a few races ago. Already knew Abu Dhabi wasn't going to be a strong one for him going into this race, but he's still run a very strong race. I think the pit stops are what let him down, sadly. But he's still on course for second, which I think he would gladly take.
Southern Kings was left.
He
retired ages ago.
Yeah.
I think he was just sat watching.
I guess he got bored. So, meanwhile, Darren still keeping with Freddie. Freddie, I think, has made a mistake somewhere. 1.2 seconds the gap, and Cole continues to reel them in. Ideally, what Freddie and Darren need, they need Cole to get a penalty as well. Because at the moment, he may end up jumping them both.
To be fair though, Cole's pretty good at not getting penalties, so
yeah, he does.
Same with Killian.
Yeah, they do seem well. The only other two that haven't are Gangster Al and Paper Street, but they're down at 12th and 13th, and not really looking like they're going to be going any higher than that. Gangster.
Oh, Darren's back in DRS now.
Yeah, so Freddie all of a sudden seems a bit less comfortable on those soft tyres. So got one good lap in and then they seem to have backed off, maybe trying to save them a little bit. I'm not quite sure, but yeah. And Cole's now within 7 seconds of Freddie. I get the sense Cole may just be a bit of a heartbreaker here for the racing point.
Yo, Darren's fallen out of DRS again.
Ooh, so it's looking close then. So maybe Freddie just conserving his tyres a bit, just making sure to keep Darren at arm's length. Not sure. Whereas Cole might be burning through his tyres quite quickly to catch them up. We'll have to wait and see how his pace drops off compared to Freddie's. Further back, Lucas still keeping his brother Apollo very close for company. They're on different compounds of tyres, of course, but since Lucas needs to be done with this quickly before the mediums become the better tyre. As it stands though, no such thing happening. Paper Stream, corner zone in 13th. Bradford obviously has left, as has, I don't think Richard has left actually, but he's had a rocky race to say the least.
Nah, he's still there. Way to tell if they're not in the lobby, it says they're ghosted.
Yeah, so Richard's still going, but well down the field sadly, which is a shame. He was running in the points at one point, it's just not quite worked out for him in the end. So Killian is reeling Joe in slightly, but nowhere near enough to give him anything. And Killian actually has a penalty now as well. And Darren has 6 seconds now rather than 3. So they're getting more penalties, so they're still coming.
Well, that's just helped Freddie out a bit.
Yeah, it takes the pressure off Darren for certain. Cole now 5.7 seconds off though.
Cole's getting P4. The way this is looking.
Well, Cole's already got P4, but as it stands, he is still reeling in Freddie for P3 as well. He's 5.6 seconds off the racing point as it stands. And you sense that gap will continue to decrease. Because Cole does seem to be the quicker driver between the two, but we'll have to wait and see. Cole's got to be sure not to get a penalty of his own. And Freddie just got to try and drive as quickly as he can, because the gap is still decreasing the longer we go. Meanwhile, Lucas pressuring Apollo still in the fight for P8. He doesn't really need to. He's going to jump Apollo by the 5 second penalties more that he has. Matty closing these two down as well, but he has 9 seconds of penalties as well. So, as it stands, Lucas looking fairly comfortable for P8 here, as long as he doesn't make any serious mistakes, which, considering where he qualified, I think he'll be quite fairly content with that.
Well, Cole can see Darren and Freddie in the distance. Yeah,
gap is only 4.6 now between Cole and Freddie. It does look as though Cole is going to play heartbreaker to Freddie's maiden podium. Still ways to go, but he just looks to be a little bit faster than Cole. And the gap's continuing to go down and down. It's under 4 seconds now nearly. Darren staying with Freddie as well, but of course Darren has 6 seconds worth of penalties, so he won't be passing Freddie anytime soon, at least not in terms of the standings.
We're doing driver of the day in 2 laps.
Driver of the day, ooh, that's going to be a tough one. I'll give that some thought. At the moment, I think I've got one driver in mind, but we'll see.
Me too.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes in a second, see if our nomination is the same.
Cole's just nearly lost it.
Ooh. Yeah, the gap's still slightly decreasing, but yeah, it doesn't seem to be decreasing as quickly now. So that mistake costing him a little bit. Darren is now all over the back of Freddie. So I think these mediums may just start to cut Darren now. As long as he doesn't make any more mistakes, he could still have a chance at 4th. As Matty passes Lucas, I think Lucas knew it was coming, didn't fight too hard. He probably knows the penalty score and knows he doesn't need to fight. He's just going to take it a bit easier. Maybe hope that Matty gets involved with his brother ahead. which looks very likely because Matty's done a very good charge on these softs.
What's Darren looking like for warnings though?
Let's have a look, see. I'll have a quick peek at his warnings. So he's already got 2 penalties, as we know. He hasn't had, well, they're saying invalidated lap time, but it hasn't said warnings for the last 2 laps. But invalidated lap time usually means warning. But, oh, and he's just made a move though. He gets back ahead of Freddie, and this isn't helping because Cole is now right on the back of them now. And now looks set to take P3 from the both of them. Freddie, they're fighting. Oh, and there's a spinner at the back. I think it's Lucasade. Lucasade has lost it at turn 3. It's caught another driver out. Don't think there's a safety car involved. He has got damage though, so Lucasade will have to pit. At least I think
He's like 25 seconds ahead of Gangster Al though.
No, he's not. Not after that. Not after the spin he's just had. I think it's more 13 seconds now. So Gangster Al may be on for a point here. To wait and see. Apollo has been passed by Matty already. Now they're quite close in penalties. 8 seconds plays 9. So Matty needs to get a second gap, which I don't think he's going to struggle doing, all honesty, on those soft tyres. So Matty could still be on for P8 here, which would be a good recovery for him.
Well, who do you think your driver of the day was?
Oh, tough call, but I think I'm going to have to give my nod to Freddie. I think he's driven very well.
Yeah,
he's driven very well.
That was my one.
Yeah, he's been very. I think he's unluckily just going to miss out on the podium here because Cole is really on.
Just got past Darren.
Yeah, he's just got past Darren. He still hasn't got a penalty, and he just seems to have the pace to Freddie. So unfortunately, it does look as though that wait for the podium will continue for Freddie, but he's driven very well all the same. He's put Darren under serious pressure and has got the better of him today, at least for now. And of course, obviously, Darren has more penalties. In fact, he has 9 seconds now. Just lucky that the spare is nowhere near them. He's not going to fall any further than 5th place, but that is as far high as he will go. Joe, as well, though, is a strong contender as well. I know he's had it quite easy at the front, but that start was electric by Joe, and it was exactly what he needed. So I think Joe's driven a very strong race. Oh, a bit of a wobble, though. As he goes on to the final lap. He does have 6 seconds worth of penalties, but it's not going to prove any problem for him. So Cole now right behind Freddie as they go through the hotel. Darkness is descending over the Abu Dhabi circuit. So Lucasade is not.
Joe's about to lap Randy, actually.
Yes, he is. Lucasade is not pitting, so let's just have a look at the penalties. I think he might still hold on to 10th though. Gangster out 10 seconds behind. Lucasade only had 3 seconds worth of penalties, so I think he's on course to hold on to that 10th place. Final lap then. Cole right behind Freddie. This is the closest battle on track. Joe and Killian a long way ahead of them.
Has Cole even got any warnings, actually?
Let's have a quick peek. Think Cole. Well, he's had one invalidated lap time. That could be a warning, but I'm not sure about that. But no, not even close. And I think he's waiting. Yep, he's going to wait for the second DRS straight. Make the move. Right behind Freddie. It's been a valiant effort for Freddie, but his chance of the podium, well, it's already gone. But well, actually, I don't know. Maybe Cole's not going to out DRS anyway. So I think he's going to let Freddie at least cross the line in 3rd, which is gallant of him. But here comes our race winner, then round the final couple of corners. And he is going to seal the Red Bull Constructors title here. LED Joe crosses the line to win at Abu Dhabi in spectacular, dominant fashion. 12.8 seconds ahead of Killian. That will drop a little bit because of the difference in penalties. But nevertheless, Killian still a long way off because of the pit lane error. He finishes 2nd. Here come the other 2, Freddie and Cole. Oh, Cole, isn't Cole going to go for this? He doesn't need to. He doesn't need to go for this, but I think he wants to beat him fairly. And I think he's just done it as well. Fair play. Cole then still finishes 3rd. 2.6 ahead of Freddie. Darren finishes 5th then. So Cole did get him in the end on track. Perhaps just wanted to make it clear who was 3rd. Now this is going to be interesting. I think Despair might just be about to lose 6th place to Andrew here. Despair across the line. Andrew, 6 seconds less penalties.
He ran out of fuel just right at the end as well.
He did indeed. Andrew beats him by 2 seconds after penalties. Matty next. Yeah, I think he's going to have 8th place comfortably here. Apollo not too far back. So Matty claims 8th position. Apollo will take 9th. And I'll tell you what though, Ramsey has passed Gangster out and is rapidly closing on Lucasade. Unfortunately, he has too many penalties though. So Lucasade is going to claim P10. I think Gangster out's tyres have bit the dust as well. His medium's struggling, but he is going to come home a gallant P12 at least. Aimstream, Bradford and Richard all lapped already. Lucasade then comes home to take the final point for Ferrari. Ramsey was only just behind him on track, but dropped further back because of the penalties.
Let's get the podiums in here.
And Gangster Al finishes. Now, what did the game say driver of the day should be? Let's have a look. The game gives it to Apollo. He had a fairly solid race. I'll give Apollo his due. He did do a good race, but for me, I will still say Freddie deserves it more in this occasion.
Yeah.
But it is Red Bull.
I need to invite Apollo actually.
Yeah, but it is Red Bull that take the constructors after a strong win for Joe and a solid P5 result for Darren. They've been the strongest team, but not the strongest individual. Killian was the strongest individual driver. He won the title long ago. But they're both on the podium celebrating, along with Cole, who's been a gallant second place driver as well. Fantastic stuff to see. So there we have it. Your final results then: Joe in first, Killian second, Cole third, Freddie in fourth, Darren in fifth place, Andrew sixth, Despair seventh, Matty eighth, Apollo ninth, and Lucasade takes the final points. Randy Gangster just missed out. Paperstream lapped, as was Richard. Bradford left. Pete, Southern Ping, and Restore Panda are your DNFs for this evening. And I'll hand it over to Jack to do the podiums.
I'll go wait for the other two anyway.
Oh, fair enough. Well, I'm probably getting a dash early anyway because I've got to jump into another pie. But can I just say thank you very much to SVOR. It's been a joy commentating on the season with you guys. I am sorry that I can't be there for season 4, but hopefully in the future we can do something else in the future. But for now, I'm gonna. Still
welcome to watch the streams though.
Oh yeah, if I'm not doing anything else, I'll definitely tune in. I'll see what's going on. But for now, this is goodbye from Lecture 16. I'll see you when I see you.
See ya.
Bye bye.
Oh fuck. I need Killian and Cole in here now. Yeah. Go on. Just say what you need to say.
Hello. It's me. Yeah, I just want to once again say thank you to everyone who's participated this season. I was going to say thank you to Lightshot because obviously it is his last race commentating. So if he's watching or he ever sees this, thank you very much for helping Jack. Obviously you missed a few races that wasn't due to your own kind of fault. So, but yeah, we do obviously appreciate it. Obviously the season is now over, so. Congratulations to once again Killian on winning the drivers. He's obviously not in the party yet, but he obviously knows.
He's gone off, I think.
Oh, fair enough. And obviously congratulations to Red Bull, who are constructors champions. So that makes it 3 different constructors because it was who won season 1. I just remember.
I think it was Ferrari, wasn't it?
No, Ferrari won season 2. It was whatever car. McLaren, that's it. But McLaren, Ferrari, and now Red Bull. So, yeah, congratulations to them. Obviously to Joe and Darren. Congratulations. Darren's obviously not in the party because he didn't finish on the podium, but Joe is. And obviously congratulations on the win, Joe. That race was absolutely shambles. If Carl's watching this, thank you for taking me out there. I appreciate it.
I'll take you out.
Not you, Carl.
Ranzi.
Ranzi. S3 Ranzi 1, not you.
Oh.
You tit. I didn't even see you half the race. Actually, I didn't see you at all, to be fair. But yeah, I'll pass you back to one shot to finish off the review.
So that has been SVOR for this season, guys. Killian won the title comfortably with like 3 races to spare, weren't it? Red Bull took the fight to Killian for the constructors, and I really got nothing else to say. But we're going to let Joe. You qualified P3 or 2?
P4.
No, P4. Yeah, P4. You had a brilliant start, and you managed to jump both 1 and 2 from the start, and then just walked away with it. Just give us a few words.
Yeah, it was a good race, to be honest. I mean, I wasn't as tense as I thought it was going to be, but you know, good strategy, and then we're champions in the end, which is the main thing. And it's well done to myself and Darren. That's pretty much it, to be honest. Wasn't really.
Cole, you had you qualified in P2. No.
Yeah, P2.
No, you qualified pole.
No,
yeah,
P2.
I'm
bottled
confused.
pole.
Leave me alone. Yeah, you qualified P2. You didn't have the best of starts.
No, I had a decent start. I got alongside Killian and I just got pinched on the apex of turn 1 with Joe on the outside.
But yeah, you had a bit of the hairy moments during the race. One of them considerably, I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
But you still managed to get a podium, which you took off of Freddie right at the end.
I had them on penalties anyway.
Yeah, sad really. But you've done a couple of good moves as well. But just give us a few words on how you think you did.
Well, I just ruined the strategy. The first safety car, I pitted for mediums and then stayed out. And then I spun into a wall, which I thought was a good idea, really. And then did 2 soft stints and managed to claw back around half a pit stop to the top 2, but it just wasn't enough. Joe had about a pit stop gap over me at the end, and Killian had about 9 seconds towards me at the end. I was just fighting my way back through and managed to get P3, keeping no hands off.
Well, that's been SVOR for this season. We'll be back in 3 weeks' time, innit, Killian? Kieran? Yeah, you'll be back in 2 weeks. Yeah, but till then, and we will not be known as SVOR anymore. So we'll see you in 2 weeks' time. Until then, goodbye.